Kate and Prince William shared on Twitter the new family portrait they chose for their 2021 Christmas card. The picture was accompanied by a brief message, reading, "Delighted to share a new image of the family, which features on this year's TMS Christmas card." In the photograph, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge smile in casual and light outfits. Kate and William are surrounded by their three children: Princess Charlotte, Prince George, and Prince Louis. Princess Charlotte looks all grown up in a checkered floaty blue and white dress, while George, the third in line to the throne, wears a casual camouflage polo and beige shorts. Little Prince Louis, who turned 3 in April, sits on a fluffy rug on the floor while wearing a striped blue and white polo. The picture was taken in Jordan, where the Cambridges traveled for holidays during their children's school's half-term break. Jordan is particularly important to Kate, as the Duchess lived there from 1984 to 1986. She attended preschool in the country while her father worked for British Airlines. The picture sent royal fans into a frenzy, with many taking to Twitter to congratulate the royals on their choice. Praising the Cambridges, one Twitter user, @Perino2, wrote on the social media platform, "I just want to say thank you for being such a wonderful example of grace, acceptance, and love. You exemplify that on the highest level." Another, @Bro9190, wrote, "You can tell how much they love each other and enjoy each other's company. Such a great looking family, love one another." Many other royal fans appeared to agree Princess Charlotte has taken after Queen Elizabeth II. One, @Idelgado13, wrote, "Is it just me or does Charlotte look exactly like the Queen, and little Louis has a lot of Philip in him, in the eyes/stare?" Replying to this user, @Meghan JG wrote, "I don't know about Louis, but many people have said the same about Charlotte." Another, @Juagrath531, wrote, "What a handsome family. You can really see Queen Elizabeth and Princess Charlotte." Agreeing with this user, @Fabright said, "I thought so too. A younger Queen Elizabeth with straight hair." Kate and Prince William traditionally release a family portrait every year in the run-up to Christmas. Last year, they posed alongside their children for a picture taken at their home in Norfolk, Anmore Hall. Kate and Prince William last appeared together in public on Wednesday evening, when the Duchess led the Together at Christmas special at Westminster Abbey. The hour-long event, to be aired by ITV on Christmas Eve, saw the Duchess inviting 1,200 unsung COVID-19 heroes to celebrate their courage and work during the pandemic. Thanking frontline workers, charity staff and volunteers for their enormous contribution to society and their communities during the ongoing COVID crisis, Kate said in a foreword in the Abbey's order of service, "In our roles, William and I are so fortunate to meet and spend time with phenomenal people across the country who day in day out support individuals and families. And over the past 2 years, we have been truly inspired by countless people who have brought their communities together through simple acts of love and kindness. This carol service is our small way of recognizing the inspiring contribution so many of you have made. Thank you. Christmas is a time when we can reflect on the past, listen to one another, focus on the relationships that nurture us and build our resilience, so we can look forward to a shared brighter future." Neil Sean discussed the possibility of Meghan having her own show on his YouTube channel. The NBC royal correspondent said, "It appears that Meghan Markle was inspired after she appeared on the Ellen DeGeneres show, so much so that she had offers for small screen appearances. Now I'm not quite sure how this would work out. But, of course, when you look at the world of television, now they're looking for anybody who can give them a rating." According to the very good source, Meghan has her very own strict ideas about what she would consider to do for her return to the small screen. He added, "Well, the plan basically centers on the fact that she wouldn't want to do an Ellen DeGeneres type show that is entertainment, celebrity chat, that sort of thing, but more informal discussion, and there's ever we always have to say, allegedly with political and great leaders, entrepreneurs, business people, people like that. She feels that she could connect with them and of course, put their story over in a more succinct way." Now, whichever your thoughts or whatever you're thinking about that particular idea, someone somewhere, particularly in America, will give her a big deal to make a show like that. Whether that's part of a rolling news channel as an hour segment once a week or indeed a standalone series, trust me, someone will be interested. But I often look back at these things and wonder how they think this money is well invested. If you recall, a few years back, Fox TV decided to give a chat show to Kris Jenner, the matriarch for the Kardashian clan. They spent millions on that particular series. They created a home-from-home set, which was 1000s in the making, and guess what? Nobody watched. They could make something of a success of the plain TV series, Meghan Talks. Meghan and Harry famously stepped back as senior members of the British royal family in January 2020. Proud great-grandmother. Unseen pic of Queen, Philip and family spotted by fans. Kate's attempts to connect with Meghan rejected as she reached out after Lilibet's birth. Pippa Middleton absolutely fabulous in 645 coat and lush diamonds with royal family. They claimed that their time in the family led to their mental health being affected, with Meghan even claiming that she was suicidal. The pair moved to California in March 2020 with their son Archie, and they had a daughter, Lilibet, in June. Conservative former Minister Johnny Mercer said he spoke to the Duke of Sussex about the issue last night. Moving an amendment proposing the change, Mr. Mercer told the House of Commons, "I speak to all sorts of people in the veterans community. Last night I had a conversation with Prince Harry about this. He has contributed hugely to the veterans debate and I wanted his view. He said to me it's not only morally right but would mean so much to those who have given so much, and it's not a political intervention, it is the moral purpose of this. It's an almost effortless change, as he said, for this government to make, for us to finally see through what we've said for these people for so long because we owe it to them. They're our brothers and sisters, they've served with us over many, many years." Mr. Mercer, who is an Army veteran, is pushing for the government to waive visa fees for foreign citizens who served in the military and want to remain in the UK. Visas for foreigners who served in UK armed forces currently cost £2,389. Mr. Mercer has put forward the amendment to the Immigration and Borders Bill with Labour MP Dan Jarvis, who is also an Army veteran. The Duke spent 10 years in the Army and served on the front line in Afghanistan. He also founded the Invictus Games for wounded and injured service members and veterans in 2014. Harry has spoken of how his life was shaped by his time in the Army. However, he lost his honorary military titles after quitting royal duties with Meghan Markle. The Sussexes are starting new lives in California after stepping back as senior royals in March 2020. Harry marked Veterans Day in the US last month by meeting with service members and their partners at Joint Base McGuire-Dix Lakehurst in New Jersey with Meghan. And on the eve of Veterans Day, which is Armistice Day in the UK, the couple attended the 2021 Salute to Freedom Gala. Addressing veterans at the event, Harry said, "As we honor and reflect on Remembrance Day in the UK, which shares a date tomorrow with Veterans Day here in the US, my hope is for all of us to continue to support the well-being, and recognize the value of, our troops, veterans, and the entire military and service family. We and they are better for it. I served 10 years in the military, including 2 tours of duty in Afghanistan, one as an FAC, forward air controller, on the ground and in the dust with some of you, another as an Apache helicopter pilot in the air supporting and talking with you. Nothing was more valuable than the time I got to spend with my soldiers in a shell scrape, eating an MRE meal, ready to eat, in the back of a tank, thanks for the swaps, flying a mission overhead knowing those below were safer or making each other laugh when it was needed the most. My experience in the military made me who I am today, and I will always be grateful for the people I got to serve with wherever in the world we were." Harry's support for Mr. Mercer's move comes after Meghan recently contacted US politicians to lobby for paid family leave. And the couple faced accusations they were interfering in American politics ahead of the presidential election last year. Harry urged US citizens to reject hate speech and cast their vote.